Hello, friends, and you are our friends. Welcome back to the show. I'm Joshua Hadley, and I'm joined by the man in the hour, the man with the power to sweet to be sour, the woman's pet, the men's regret. Darling, you still don't know what's coming yet.
Hello, hi, I'm Justin. Here with Josh. I almost said Moose. I'm here with him. Hi.
Hey guys, see, so let's jump straight into some news. Big news. I was in the shower listening to the morning announcements, and no, it might have been NPR or whatever, which one. I think it was the morning announcements. Russia is banning all flights from the country, and for males, 18 to or whatever age to 65. So if you're a man within that age range, you can't fly out of the country at all.
Okay, flights. I thought you said whites. I'm like, whoa,
Well,
okay, Russia. All right.
yeah, you
I
can't
respect
fly
it.
out. Yeah, and of course, this is to keep people in their reserves from fleeing the country, so they can go die in Ukraine.
Uh, Russia.
Nothing much today. I just thought it was really interesting thing to bring up.
Yeah, but when are they gonna ban whites?
When Ukraine takes over.
Hell yeah.
I think Ukraine needs to not invade, but just take their land back. Otherwise, I mean, let's be real. I think we said this last week. Russia's still a nuclear power.
Yeah.
And the threats of starting a nuclear holocaust never end from Putin.
Yeah.
Let's see. In national news, we brought this up last week. But I think I've learned a little about Ron DeSantis' political stunt. So he got the money from state funds. The state of Florida has money to take care of immigrants. So what he did was he had people lie to immigrants that are here legally from Venezuela that they're allowed to seek asylum and and try and apply to become U.S. citizens. That's perfectly legal. All these conservatives are saying, "Oh man, they're here illegally. They can't be here." Well, no, they're allowed to be here, and we ought to accept asylum seekers. Don't you think, Gopher?
Yeah.
Justin?
I do. I agree.
I mean, a big controversial time that we didn't allow immigrants in, and it caused a whole lot of people to die. A lot of Jews were fleeing Europe back in the 30s and 40s and wanted to come to America. Unfortunately, we weren't letting them in, and they got a little bit Holocaust.
Yeah, but see, for these people, right? People are saying this shit. They don't even think the Holocaust happened. So for them, it's like, that's what kind of argument are you making there? That wasn't even real.
That's probably true.
Mm.
Yeah, for some of these people, unfortunately, I think a lot of people who are saying, "Oh man, we're having open borders and we can't have these people here," they probably wouldn't argue that the Holocaust happened, but they always give us bullshit reasons as to why people can't seek asylum here. And what if we're doing the same thing with these people? They're fleeing. Mexico was just about as violent as Syria. What if people are fleeing violence? We're not letting anyone seek. Well, we are now allowing people to seek asylum, but they don't want that. For the longest time, Biden's had the same immigration policy as Trump. Because there was the I can't forget the order, but people couldn't seek asylum in the United States during the pandemic, for the reason we didn't want to spread COVID. I think now it's less of a problem, and it was not too long ago that we took away that rule was taken away. The CDC recommended that it wasn't needed anymore, and we're now just finally accepting asylum seekers. But it doesn't stop these people who treat politics like it's a sport. And the MAGA folks to pretend, just because Biden's in office, it's open borders now. And they say that with Biden having more deportations than Trump has ever done. I mean, Biden sucks, but come on, do you have anything? That was just a little rant on DeSantis I wanted to
Yeah.
do. I guess there's some other news like Trump's special masters seem to turn on him, but I think they're just these people. A lot of them are just professional judges, and they can't deny um what's going on with him.
Yeah.
Having documents at Mar-a-Lago, and with not just documents, but there's some missing that
Mhm.
um that haven't been that the FBI haven't either has that didn't find in Mar-a-Lago. So either someone stole them or he flushed it down a toilet. Something.
Mm.
Um. You got anything to comment on the any of the political news that's happening?
Conservatives are still stupid. That's my takeaway.
I think some people are getting tired of I mean, normal voting conservatives. I think they're sometimes they get led astray. Perhaps is the nicest way to say that.
Mm.
But I think Republicans have gotten too extreme with the abortion bans. I might as well bring this up. Lindsey Graham, he tries to do a national ban, so the whole states' rights argument has been BS. Which I know, but some people they'll treat it like it's like it's their legitimate gripe. But what they really wanted the whole time was to wait until they could do a national abortion ban, which is
Mm.
what which liberals been afraid of.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm never ever like, if someone tries to bring up the states' right argument to me, for now on, I'm just gonna say, that's bunk. That's not really what's important here at all.
Yeah.
I think that's all in politics, unless you wanted to bring anything up.
Nothing in particular that I could think of at the moment. It's very hot, and I blame fucking Ted Cruz. So
Damn
that's
it, Ted.
yeah.
Yeah, the whole nation's been experiencing crazy weather. Like it stormed here for a couple of days,
Yeah.
and the water was so high up.
Hmm.
um, so it's a fall for you now.
Yeah.
Once it start cooling down,
Fuck if I know. I mean,
it's just gonna be hot.
just yesterday almost reached 100 again. Fucking September 22nd, almost reached 100 again. Like the fuck, the fuck we doing,
well,
world?
Yeah, what are you doing? Gopher, turn the temperature down.
Yeah,
You gotta be sweating. I mean, you're a gopher. You have all that fur and stuff.
it's true. It's true. I am a very furry thing. Yeah. Fucking Brandon over there in goddamn Baltimore. He's too cold right now. Like it's too cold for him. Meanwhile, it's like 92 degrees right now at fucking 12:30 p.m. It's fucking. Let me check. It is currently 91 degrees, sunny. There's no clouds, nothing like that. At 12:38 fucking p.m. at the beginning of fall.
Right now, here it's 39 degrees.
39.
Yeah, winter's coming.
Yeah.
We're getting
For you.
closer and closer.
Yeah. For you, winter's
No,
coming.
for you, it's just gonna be 100 the whole time.
Well, that'll be you soon as well.
Well, hopefully, right now, hopefully I'm there in January, and that'll be the best time.
Unless it's
what's the
January
temperature normally
2021.
then?
I would say probably like 40 to 50. Sometimes it gets a little under that, but that's usually around where it is during the winter. Except for fucking
that's pretty
2021 when that shit happened. The fucking
Oh yeah,
when that happened, when the snowstorm happened, right? Texas went to shit for like a week. During that time, it was like negative degrees. It was under zero. But then when it ended, it went from negative to like 60 degrees in the same day. Like just in one day, it shot back up to 60 degrees.
How long was the power out? I forget.
Power was out for me, I think 4 days. I don't know how it was for other people, but for me it was 4 days.
What did you do when you didn't have power that whole time?
Nothing good. I spent a lot of my time huddled under my blanket doing nothing.
Man, figured you've been playing outside.
It's too fucking cold inside.
Man.
It was.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah, you will. I figured you had a bunch of reading time or something.
I didn't have any physical books at the time. I had like stuff on my fucking phone and iPod, but or not iPod, Android tablet thing. But like, I had no way to charge them.
Ah, man.
I do
Yeah,
have
that's true.
I do have one physical book now, but I didn't have it back then, so you couldn't read it. So yeah, I didn't really have anything I could do. It was just be cold and have some very uncomfortable shits because for numerous reasons. One reason being there's no window in the bathroom that I do the shitting in.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
like,
I've been in this bathroom. I can confirm there's no windows, ladies and
yeah,
gentlemen.
it's so like I had to like take a shit by candlelight, and wiping in such a scenario was a little uncomfortable, and also like just the the bathrooms were the coldest rooms in the house. Yeah, so not a good time.
Well, at least nothing froze on you.
Yeah, yeah, there
You
is
didn't have
that.
any bursted pipes like Kitty's house.
No. We did have to throw away most of our food, but no burst
Yeah,
pipes.
I imagine.
Uh,
Why didn't you just eat it?
hadn't thought of that.
Sweet. Then you had something to warm me.
All that diarrhea.
Man. Well, we might as well jump into some video game stuff. I
Okay,
think
yeah.
there's a lot of news on that.
All right. What news is there?
So G4, it came back. Have you ever watched G4 before?
No.
Back when it
Well,
was on television?
I've seen like clips, like short clips, but I haven't actually like properly watched it.
My friend Adam, I used to visit him all the time when I was a kid. He had the channel, like he had. I think he didn't like the guy he was staying with paid for all the channels and they would watch G4.
Mm.
I seen X Play and what I really liked was they had a show where they had trailers or something for video games, but not commercials. They had like long plays of
Is G4 the thing that like Xavier Woods is a part of?
yeah.
Okay.
And Comcast, the evil corporation that owns NBC, Universal, and Spectrum.
Yeah, fuck Spectrum.
Yeah, fucking Spectrum. Piece of shit company. You gotta watch out. Whatever you do, don't have Spectrum employees come to your house. They'll murder you. And it's happened, ladies and gentlemen.
It has.
Anyway, that company, their parent company Comcast brought back G4, made it a YouTube channel. I liked one of their videos on GoldenEye 64, but the content was really lame. Like there was no reason to bring it back. It's sort of like a dinosaur. I'd say.
So like they brought something back and it was super outdated, and it didn't really keep up with the times. Where have I seen that before?
Where have we seen that before?
Can't think of anything video game related where that would have happened.
We'll talk about that in a sec. I think you watched Eye Patch's Super Eye Patch Wolf's video on Shenmue.
I didn't watch it, but I like read the comments. I give him a thumbs up without even watching it.
What was your favorite comment on that?
Oh God, hold on. Let me see if I can find because I did.
Yeah, let's find some. I'll talk a little bit more on G4.
Did mention something. Let me see if I can. How fucking long ago was that? Jesus. Scrolling through the video game chat here. See if here it is. This one. This was a good comment here. This game seems like what it feels like to have depression and or ADHD. Simple tasks take 10 steps, and all the steps are impossible or time-consuming, and nothing ever progresses despite the constant sense of busyness.
True.
Yeah.
And we didn't even get all like the chopping wood sections. Like some of it was skipped in your long play.
Fucking chopping, goddamn. Yeah, I had to cut some of that shit out. Wasn't enough time for all that.
Shenmue 3. Anyway, on G4, it was brought back. They laid off a bunch of employees, and Frosks, who's one of the hosts for X-Play, who is known for doing a rant on women in video gaming and that shouldn't be sexualized, on the same channel that had later had a woman do a dunk into a it's like one of those kiddie pools. And yeah, this I don't know which woman it was, but she was in a bikini like after Frost does this rant, about women or like the gamer sexualizing the woman, and then like G4 does that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm all for it, but come on, G4, you gotta pick something.
Gotta have some self-awareness.
Yeah, goddamn. Yeah, so anyway, there was a controversy because Frost did a tweet, very what's the word? I can't think of it, but she her tweet was, if it's still up, you can find it. It's time to play some games, and after many of her coworkers got laid off, I had a picture of Lizard with some sunglasses and I think a cigarette. And it said, "I survived." Very tone deaf. That's the word. Yeah, very nice thing to say about your coworkers there, Frost.
Yeah, like hell yeah, everybody else getting fired, but I'm not. I'm still here.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm good, but karma's a bitch, and it's out now. She's been Comcast has bought her contract out, and now she's unemployed too.
Oh damn! No more sunglasses and cigarette for her.
Yeah, she didn't survive. She didn't make it to Oregon.
Nope, nope. She got fucking dysentery.
Yep, true. It's too bad. I mean, in all honesty, it is funny that she. I mean, it's only funny she lost her job because of the tone deaf tweet and the stupidity of it. It's too bad she lost her job, and it's also too bad all the coworkers lost their job. But G4, I don't think it was ever had any chance to be successful. I mean, I think like you said, it was a blast from the past, but no one wanted it.
Yeah.
I mean, they couldn't compete with Game Grumps or any smaller YouTube channels that are, what the type of content that people are looking for.
Yeah, like Gopher and Tuck. That's a channel right there. Yeah. That brings the content.
True. And that had a Shenmue 3 video.
Yes, full series. Unfortunately.
Well, race for some plugs.
Is that all we have for video games?
No, we're gonna talk more video games. I'll just we have a lot to talk about video games. I figure we'll play some games, do some mail on plugs, and we'll talk other game stuff.
Well, then in that case, since we still got like a little bit before the half hour.
Yeah,
mark,
I mean,
I'm gonna.
Yeah, because I got some advertising to do on my channel, but it goes into what we're talking about on the show.
I think we could do a little quick dealio here to talk about the Crunchyroll lineup. Got released.
Let's do that.
Yeah, let's talk about that. So the Crunchyroll lineup for fall 2022 has been released. It's released September 21st. Something I have been eagerly anticipating. I started watching weekly released anime this year in the what's the fucking the one before summer. Is
Spring.
that August? Or is August fall? Yeah, that's August.
No, we're in the fall.
Yeah, but the one before summer, August. That's when I started watching weekly released, like new anime instead of just watching previously released stuff. And I watched 6 animes during that season. I've been watching 7 during the summer season, and now I have 8 at the moment that I'll be watching in the fall season. But it's good to go over these real quick. So the new simulcasts, those are the ones that Crunchyroll will be airing, or they'll be putting up for streaming like within an hour or so after they air in Japan. We have Beast Tamer. They're bringing in the Berserk Golden Age arc movies. It's interesting. I might watch those. Blue Lock. That appears to be a soccer-based one there.
I have something like Prince of Tennis.
I don't know how to pronounce Boki, probably Boki. Boki the Rock. That's one of the ones I'll be watching.
Wait. What's that about?
A closed-off student whose passion is the guitar will have their life changed after joining a band. Seems like a fun little slice of life.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be like something about a pet rock or something.
One of the most anticipated animes, it seems, of quite a while, Chainsaw Man. That one I'll be watching as well.
I've heard about this.
Yeah, that's after making a contract with the devil, one man revs up his new life to become Chainsaw Man. It's gonna be very violent. So, another one I'll be watching, Do It Yourself, which is a little slice of life about a DIY club. Looks like a fun little wholesome time, which, I enjoy some fun wholesome animes. There's I'm the Villainous, So I'm Taming the Final Boss, which is
there we go.
Yeah, some type of isekai. Isekai? How the fuck do you pronounce that word?
I don't know. I can't remember.
I can never tell how to pronounce that. There is Abolish 7 The Beat. Abolish 7 is Idolish. Idolish 7 Third Beat.
Oh, the Idol from the Idol game, Idol games.
Possibly. I don't know what it is, but that's something going on there. Cool. They're bringing in the Jujutsu Kaisen Zero movie. Fine, that's finally coming to streaming. I still have to watch the show. I do plan to watch that show, though.
I really like the show. I've seen that.
I plan to watch the show. Of course, I have a very, very long list of anime I got to catch up on, but that's on there. There's going to be
you haven't even seen Lupin the Third yet, I bet.
True, that's true. Brandon wants me to. He loves that one. There's a Legend of Mana anime called Legend of Mana: The Teardrop Crystal.
Is that related to like Secret of Mana?
It's a reimagining of Legend of Mana, the video game, which I think is part of that
series.
Oh
yeah, they're related to the.
Yeah. So that's interesting.
I'll say really quick. I played the Secret of Mana for the Super Nintendo on my Wii, and that's a fantastic game.
Yes. I have the collection that they released on the Switch. I need to play at some point.
Yeah. What the heck?
Yeah. Season 4 of Legend of the Galactic Heroes. It's season 4 of whatever the fuck that is. I never heard of it, but season 4. So Mob Psycho 100 season 3. I know there's some controversy.
I saw the first season of that. I really like that show.
I know there's some controversy with this in Crunchyroll because apparently they're recasting some of the voiceover dub people, the English language people, because there's an issue with unionizing. I'm not sure the entire details behind it, but yeah.
Okay, Crunchyroll, come on, pay up, dude.
Yeah. We got Mobile Suit Gundam: The Witch from Mercury, new Mobile Suit Gundam thing.
I love some Mobile Suit.
Muvlove, MUV-LUV, alternative season 2. It's looks like a mech fighting kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
We have My Hero Academia season 6. That's a big one.
Yeah, true.
Pop Team Epic season 2.
I really enjoyed Pop Team Epic when I seen it. It's kind of surprising that there's another season because when I watched it, it's been a while.
Yeah, right? Yes. Since, sometimes there's a big gap. 3 in a row that I'll be watching. Raven of the Inner Palace, which is the fucking description gets cut off, but I'll read what is there. An imperial concubine who can use magic will have her life change after a new meeting with the. And then,
Yeah.
I bet that one looks fun. Shinobi no Itoki, I mean, sorry. Which I
Mhm.
think translates to Itoki the. What's Shinobi again? There's the English
It's like
warrior?
I think it's a fight, some kind of warrior.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
might be warrior. Itoki the warrior or Itoki the ninja. That's what it is. Um, that one also gets
Yeah,
cut off,
I
but
think I think like a shinobi's like not exactly a ninja, but it's pretty close
yeah,
to.
the English translation is it
Thing.
says ninja, so that's close enough, I guess. Um, that has another one that gets cut off with the description, but ninja anime, cool. And then Spy X Family.
I
The
gotta see
second
that.
the second core comes out. I'm super fucking excited for that. That is one of my
I gotta
favorite.
see the first season still.
It's so good. It's so good. Um, then there is the Human Crazy University. A man who seemingly cannot die is taken to the Human Crazy University to be researched further. This wasn't on my list, but I might add it. It seems interesting. I might throw that one in there. Another one I'm super excited for: season 2 of To Your Eternity, which is one of my favorite animes. I loved the first season.
What's the story of that show?
It's hard to explain because it's like
Oh
this
come on, you gotta say give me something.
this like orb gets put down on Earth and it like turns into a rock that it lands on, and then after being a rock for a while, this dog dies and falls on top of it when it dies, and then eventually turns into a dog, and then it like that's when it becomes sentient, and then when it's sentient as a dog, it goes and meets the dog's owner, who it then turns into. It's a strange thing to try to explain, but it's a very emotional series, and
Almost sounds like it kind of sounds like Parasite or The Thing a little bit.
Parasite's another one of my favorite animes. I think it
Yeah,
actually is my
Parasite's great.
favorite. Yeah. But yeah, I'm super excited for To Your Eternity season 2. Then there is Tonikawa Over the Moon for You Uniform. It's a special episode for whatever that show is. They're releasing a special episode. Uzaki-chan Wants to Hang Out season 2 for people who
Oh man, season 2.
yeah, for that one.
She wants to hang out again.
Yeah, wants to hang out again. Vazrock the Animation, which is about a male idol group. Interesting.
I gotta love those.
And Welcome to Demon School, Iruma-kun Season 3. Season 3 of that one. And then there are 8 more that have not been announced yet. So I don't know what those are going to be, but there's 8 more that haven't been announced yet.
So if it's season 3, if they're going back to school, they're sophomores, right?
Probably. And there are also some continuing simulcasts, ones that'll be carrying over from the summer season. Naruto Next Generations, Case Closed, Delicious Party Pretty Cure, Digimon Ghost Game, Dragon Quest The Adventures of Dai, Lucifer and the Biscuit Hammer, which is one that I'm watching. I've been watching that one, so I'll continue watching that one. Obey Me, the anime, One Piece, One Piece, Shadowverse Flame, that's an interesting name, and oh god, what the fuck, Utawara Rumono, Mask of Truth, and there you go. That's the lineup. There is one more that's been announced that isn't going to be on Crunchyroll that I'll be watching, which is called Housing Complex C, which is a horror anime that's going to be on Adult Swim. I need more horror anime in my life, so I'll be watching that one.
My favorite horror anime was Blood Plus with Saya running around fighting the people turning into monsters.
I haven't seen many horror animes. I want to see more. I saw Another is probably my favorite one that I've seen. I started watching Shadow's House right before the second season began, which that's about to end. Which I thought was going to be horror, but then it wasn't. But I do love it. It's a very good show, just not a horror as I was expecting it to be. Devilman Crybaby, I guess, is horror, which I enjoyed. Didn't like the art style, but I like the show. Other than that, there's not really much that would really be considered horror that I've seen. Some shows that have had like horror aspects, but not really ones that I would call horror. But yeah. So that's big old slate of that, and there's again 8 more animes to be announced for Crunchyroll. 8 more.
You know what I say?
Yeah.
I say, let's play a game.
Let's play a game.
Yeah. Okay. So, we play this game every week. That we don't have a guest. Bluffing Gopher. I have three headlines.
Read them
Three
things.
headlines. Two of them are real. One's made up. Gopher has to figure out in his head which is the one I made up.
Yes. And if I don't, I die. And then we get a new gopher next week. I don't know which gopher I am
Yeah.
at this point, but I'm not the first one, I'll tell you that much.
Talking about horror, I mean, it's basically like a invasion of the body snatchers
Yeah.
listeners.
Yes, basically. Best movie from
First
2012, by the way.
True. First movie. First headline.
There you go.
CatCon reveals a new art exhibit dedicated to National Treasure Nicolas Cage. A cat-focused art exhibit is set to pay tribute to celebrity cat dad and internet meme muse Cage, with several other original pieces.
You know, he was in National Treasure, and he is a National Treasure, so that could be real.
Let's see. Loading. Add this. Alright, so. New Hampshire artists transform building into real-life Donkey Kong level.
Ooh.
Artists led by non-profit Positive Street Art reportedly spent about 100 hours over a 2-week period on the homage to Donkey Kong.
Okay. Alright, that
Great
sounds
game.
interesting.
Loading. Former boxing world champion causes stir buying Nazi gold.
Oh.
Iron Mike Tyson buys Nazi gold collection at an auction in Kentucky, buying $2.8 billion, almost a billion. That's ridiculous. Buying $2.8 million worth of the rare metal.
That does seem kind of like something Mike Tyson would do. He's a strange man, that Mike and Michael.
Oh, it's like just buying a collection of something that's a lot of people believe in buying in gold while the economy's in a downturn.
Yeah. Okay, so we have the Nicolas Cage one, National Treasure Museum or whatever gets open for Nicolas Cage because he is a national treasure.
And he's a cat dad, according to the headline.
As well as that. There's a Donkey Kong Country level that was made in real life. It's cool, and then Mike Tyson gold. I'm gonna go with the Mike Tyson one because the first two seem legit. Like they seem interesting enough to be legit.
Well, you got it.
Hey. Hell yeah.
Alright.
You're not tricking me this time, Mike Tyson. You tricked me once, shame on me. You tricked me another 40 times, still shame on me. But this time, Mike,
Alright. I'm opening up some emails. Alright, well, this guy he mails us every week. First,
Muffin Man?
Yeah, Muffin Man.
Man.
From, not from Drury Lane anymore.
Not from Drury Lane.
Almost mistake there.
Yeah.
Yeah, moved. So, yes. Dearest White Man.
Yes.
Why is it called beauty sleep even though you wake up looking like a hot mess?
Right, so the idea, to my understanding, is that it's just about getting enough rest to not wake up all grouchy and out of it and well rested. You still look like shit when you wake up because who the fuck doesn't look like shit when they wake up? Probably Lily Collins, but I don't know who else. So, but you look less like shit than you would if you woke up and you were still tired.
True.
Yes.
True.
Yes, thank you for sending in another question, Muffin Man. Formerly of Drury Lane.
Formerly. And we got another email from Harold, who was in Vietnam and now he's in Mongolia.
Hey, that's like a third email from Harold here. How you doing, Harold?
Let's see. Dear Gopher, really enjoying Kingdom Hearts 2. I'm working up to make money to escape Mongolia. My question is, Why is it called taking a dump? Shouldn't it be leaving? Should it be leaving a dump instead?
I agree. I agree with that. This is something that I have actually thought about before, long and hard, and I agree. It doesn't make any sense for it to be taking a dump. You're not taking it. You're putting it somewhere.
Yeah,
You're depositing it into your toilet, which ideally you were then flushing down and depositing it somewhere else, unless you're a fucking freak and you just don't flush. But you're not taking it. It's not being taken. You don't bring it with you. Makes no sense.
exactly.
Yeah, you're right about that one, Harold.
Harold, we agree. It
Yes.
should be. It should be. You're getting up and you tell your friends, "I'm gonna go leave a dump. Be right back."
Yeah. Yes. It's called. It's like people say that sometimes if I'm like the bit with like somebody getting fired or like quitting their job and like I'm gonna go leave a steaming dump on my boss's desk, right? If it's something like that, you say leaving. So why do you say taking when it's in the toilet?
Yeah,
Makes
exactly.
no sense.
This is from Hank in Detroit, Michigan. What's
Oh,
up,
okay.
Hank?
Thought you were gonna say Hank from Arlen, Texas.
No, nah, he doesn't write to us.
Yeah,
He's not
that's
a big fan of
unfortunate.
the show.
Yeah, I'm a fan of his show, but I guess he can't be a fan of ours.
Exactly. Hello, Gopher. I'm going through police academy, and I kept asking this question, and teachers have been telling me to shut up. So I'm just wondering, how would you be able to handcuff a one-armed man?
Okay, so right, what you do, right? You put the handcuff around the one wrist, and then for the other one, uh, maybe, what do they do? Maybe you like tie the guy up like a pretzel, and then have the other handcuff wrapped around his ankle.
I wouldn't know how to do it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't have any formal police training. I almost said police brutality. Any formal police
Police
training?
brutality training.
I mean, that's basically what they do. That's basically what they're trained for. I don't have any formal training of myself, so I can't tell you how to do that. I can't tell you how to
Yeah, they are
beat
answering
black
your
people.
question.
Yeah, I can't answer it. I don't know
Yeah,
the answer there.
Hank, I'm gonna tell you now. Just keep asking the question. There's no such thing as a stupid question. You gotta
Yeah, I
learn
agree.
how to
I
do
agree.
this.
Yes, yes. Just keep asking. Eventually, somebody's gonna give you an answer,
Yeah,
or they're gonna
pay
tase you.
and pay your union dues.
Yes.
Well, what's have been happening on the Gopher and Tuck channel, and what streams are you gonna do?
Yeah. So we had to miss the last two Gopher and Tuck streams. They were both gonna be Halo. The first time, however, I was dealing with a situation here at the house. The second time, which was the other day, Brandon was not feeling well. He had a headache. He was feeling some other stuff as well. So we had to cancel both those. But we should, barring any setbacks, be streaming on Saturday, the day this podcast goes up. We should be streaming at around 3 or 4, maybe 2, somewhere in that range, Central Time. And that should be Halo because we've been trying to stream Halo, but keep getting
Guys,
pushed back.
I'm gonna make
Um,
this easy for you. Join the Gopher and Tuck Discord, and you get notified when the stream starts.
yes, yes. Um, Jeff and I streamed Elden Ring last week, which was gonna be the final stream for Elden Ring. However, we decided we're gonna do one final cleanup stream to like try to get most of the big optional stuff that we had not done. So we actually did beat the final boss in the last recording session or last stream, which surprisingly didn't give us too much trouble. We both had trouble with that boss in our initial playthroughs separately, but together it didn't really give us too much trouble. So like the main story is beaten. I got to marry Ronnie in the game, hell yeah.
Hell
But we'll be doing one more stream of that this upcoming Tuesday. Be the final Elden Ring stream. We're gonna go through. We're gonna start off with the underground sewer area, and then there are a couple other big optional things that we're gonna try to do.
How does every video game have like a sewer section in it?
Okay. And again, aiming to do the Halo stream today with Brandon as of this podcast going up. I don't know. We should be streaming again on Thursday. I don't know what else aside from that, but we are almost in October, which means we'll be moving on over to Halloween streams. Our first time doing Halloween streams on Twitch.
Hell yeah, dude.
I know we want to play Dead by Daylight. I'm going to be doing the Resident Evil 2 B stories for both characters on stream instead of doing them on YouTube because I don't have time for that on YouTube.
What's Resident Evil? Was this?
Resident Evil 2 remake.
Does it have the tank controls?
No, thank fucking God.
Ah, man, come on.
Yeah, it's the remake where they made it play like an actual video game.
Man, like, one of my favorite Gopher and Tuck series is back in 1995.
You do enjoy that one. Speaking of, we are almost done recording Resident Evil 2, the A stories. I finished Leon's, and I'm most of the way done with Claire's. I got maybe like an hour and a half left of Claire's story to record, and then we'll be done with that, and we can move on to recording Little Hope, the Dark Pictures anthology game Little Hope, which is made by the people who made Until Dawn. Mark Story worked on it, our good pal Mark Story. It's one of those Walking Dead-esque, Telltale-esque dealios, except for the choices you make actually fucking matter, and it's a co-op one, so we'll be doing that soon.
Yeah, that's actually something I want, because I love those games like The Walking Dead or Game of Thrones, but your choices don't matter, and it's
exactly
the reason I don't ever play those games ever again.
Well, this company makes like they did Until Dawn, which I played on the channel before, and it's stuff like that. Choices actually matter. They plus, have you ever played Detroit?
No, I didn't have a PlayStation.
Well, when you come to Texas, you can play it on mine. That one, I fucking love Detroit.
Someone's gonna finally let me play their PlayStation, kitty.
That's so far my favorite of that style of game. It was Detroit. That's the one that has like the biggest variety of shit that can change with your decisions. It's very good game. But yeah, so we'll be recording more of the Halloween stuff, getting that finished. Brandon Tuck on his own channel has released a video yesterday, a couple days ago as of this podcast going up, which is a rant video instead of his usual. He occasionally does rants, and this is a rant about people complaining about Disney's woke agenda. In particular, people shitting on She-Hulk and the whole controversy, quote unquote, of Little Mermaid being black.
I'm gonna say this. I always thought She-Hulk looked weird. I mean, her art, like the way people draw her, is always different. I don't like that. I would prefer it to be consistent. Plus, she doesn't really look like Hulk at all. But it's a comic book world. If people like that, it's fine. But to make a big deal out of it is kind of ridiculous to me, because her art, because the way she's drawn has always been different, and I think she looks like the comic, honestly.
Well, the issue people have been taking quote unquote, the main thing people have been complaining about was a fucking post-credit scene that involved her twerking with Meg Thee Stallion. Like, it was just a small post-credit joke scene.
You gotta twerk.
Yeah.
Wait. So let me get this straight. If the people complaining, if Meg Thee Stallion was walking down the street and she started twerking, you wouldn't join in with her? Right. Are they saying that?
Right, it would be fucking great. Get the fucking twerk with Meg Thee Stallion. By the way, this She-Hulk is possibly my second favorite of the MCU shows at the moment, of the Disney Plus ones. Loki is at the moment my favorite. This one might pass it. It's very close. It's fun. It's a super fun show. It's the first like MCU Disney Plus show that's like that I would consider like a proper comedy, like not just one with comedic moments, and I'm enjoying it a lot. People, it's just fucking like they're complaining because of the quote unquote woke agenda, which is always stupid, yeah.
And mermaids can't look black.
Mermaids who, if you go by the actual look, because people keep saying like, oh, they gotta stick with the actual story. Ariel's white. If they went with the actual fucking lore of mermaids, she'd be a fucking manatee.
Have it like if anyone's ever seen the fake the who was Animal Planet did this fake this mockumentary on mermaids. It should kind of look like the mermaids like that. I mean, and we wouldn't show that to kids. I mean that'd be like what was that
Yeah.
film that won the Oscar?
Shape
Where
of
the girl
Water.
has sex with the fish dude.
Yeah, Shape of Water.
Yeah, Shape of Water.
Yeah.
Like a mermaid should look like that. Like not like
Yeah.
the the late '80s Disney cartoon.
Yeah. And also
Or
like and also for people saying like, oh, stick to the original story before Disney did it. The original story that's based on that had like what, like her feet getting cut off and fucking and shit like that.
I bet. I
I
bet.
include that. So yeah, it's very stupid. But yeah, Brandon did a rant video on it, so that is up on his solo channel. Everybody can go check that out, give that some love, and yeah, that should be it for the Gopher and Tuck plugs.
So no new, like I said, no new chess content. I my website has been absolutely dedicated to my moving
Sale,
sale.
yes,
So that's www.joshuajhadley.com. You can find it if you follow me on Twitter. I've been posting it on Facebook,
yes,
and I'll take a minute to talk about what's been happening so far.
yeah.
Yesterday I put up a PlayStation 2 up for sale, and I figured someone would be interested in it. No one's bought my Wii yet. I've also put that up. If anyone wants to buy it and it hasn't been bought yet, you can get yourself a Wii. It's working. I just played Red Steel on it the other day just to make sure it worked, and I did the same thing for my PlayStation. I played some Medal of Honor. For whatever reason, that game was really clunky, but then I played Kingdom Hearts just to see if it was the console, and uh, that played perfectly. So I
Yeah,
think it must have been the game.
it's just a clunky game. It is from a
Yeah,
PS2 era.
yeah, it felt really weird to play too, playing like an old game like that, because like jumping around was really weird. It was like really awkward, but it's an old game.
Yeah,
But so to get prices, I've been looking on eBay, and I got some rare video games. I didn't even know
yeah,
that.
got some rare ones. And for the record, people, if you go on to the Joshua J. Hadley website, uh, there's like a link in the top right corner that says like the Kotzebue moving away sale or something like that.
Yeah,
So
in the
that's it.
middle, there's so on there it says Joshua had these blog in green there. Well, the text is white, and there's a home tab. There's the top for the latest podcast of the podcast. There's the top of the world tab next to that. In the middle, there's the Kotzebue sale tab. I have a link for Gopher and Tuck there, and if you
Yeah.
want to join the Club Kotzebue Discord, my Discord,
Yes.
where there's a lot you can clown a lot more in the other
Yeah.
servers there.
Yeah.
You can join it. Tell me if the link is old. I have to change it every 7 days. But
Mm.
yeah, it's very easy to find. So I gotta update it. But by the time this podcast is up, all the new listings will be on there. And if you check, I got some rare games. Yeah.
Yeah, got some rare games in there.
And I wanna talk about that for a sec.
Yeah.
So I never opened this game up, but and it's not. It looks like a game I would enjoy, and I'd open it up right now and play it if I wasn't, selling it. I don't want to depreciate the value.
Yeah.
So Castle of Shinka, Shikamai 3, and I looked on eBay and unopened, which it is. It sells for $125. I have it listed for $100. If you are a collector, you should take this offer. But anyone wanting to play games, I mean, if you really want to play this, it looks like a really cool game. You can buy it and open it up. But any collectors, check this out. And if someone wants to buy it and sell it for more online, I don't want to go through eBay. So if you want to do that, you could. I think this is my second most expensive game, and it's one I've actually opened and played. The last story, the guy who made Final Fantasy and the guy who did the music for so the guy who designed, I believe designed Final Fantasy,
Yeah.
and the guy who did the music worked on this game. Yeah, it's a RPG. Like Final Fantasy. It's a 3D game. I thought it was pretty cool. I played it when it came out. It's so I seen it. So I seen it. It's opened, but sealed up. It was like $200, but obviously I opened mine and played it. So I'm selling it for 80. I think, like I said, if you want to collect it for a while and might want to sell it back, you can get a lot more for it than that. And I got this. So this game for the PlayStation 2, I got Crimson Tears, which I got at the Easy Market store, which is right now actually being torn down. Anyone here would obviously know about that. I'm all I remember about this game was it was isometrical, and I played it for hours and hours. I enjoyed it, but I played it for hours and hours in one session, and I think the last hour I was trying to find a save point and I couldn't. And I think I must have spent like 7 or 8 hours trying to do that, and after I couldn't find a save point, I just said, "Man, screw this game," and I never played it again. So it's in mint condition because I only took it out of the case once. It's a cool game if you want to check it out. A cool collector's item to have, and this is one you commented on. I think you did Fortune Street on the Wii.
Yeah, because it has like fucking Dragon Quest and then Mario characters.
Yeah, it's a Monopoly game. It's Monopoly with Mario and Dragon Quest characters.
Yeah. I think I'm not sure about this, but I think it was actually played by Game Grumps, but I'm not sure.
And it's not really a rare title, but a lot of my Wii U titles are like $10 or.
What was it called again?
Fortune Street.
Fortune Street. Let me see if it's the one I'm thinking of.
It's used, but still, it's going for like $20. So I listed it at 15.
Okay, I was thinking of Billion Road for Game Grumps, but they also did play Fortune Street 8 years ago.
Yeah, I mean it's a Wii title.
Yeah, they played it on Steam though. Huh. So I assume they did not have like Mario on all of them.
There's Fortune Street titles without Mario,
yeah. Yeah, so they played one of the non-Mario ones, but yeah, that's...
Yeah, this one's got Mario, though, so...
Yeah, there you go.
And I also sold, talking about Wii, I sold all my Wii controllers, except the one... If you buy the console, there's a Wii controller for that. Some guy, talking about, rare items, I also had a Legend of Zelda Skyway Sword, Wiimote. And all my other Wii controllers sold for $10. That one was going for $70, so I listed it for or $60 or something. So I listed it for $50. And a guy who's not a collector, he bought all my controllers, including that one, and he said he likes to modify them to. And I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, nice.
Someone would even do that around here.
Yeah.
And like I said, when I put that PS2 up for sale, I had offers right away.
Yeah, you had several immediately.
All right, so if there's those rare items, I can't list everything on Facebook. I got some art on my website. I try to put it on Facebook, and I understand they don't want overly sexualized images on the site, so fine. I got less suggestive ones to put on there, but if you want to see everything, it's on my website. And I ain't answering that phone. Alright, so yeah, if you want to buy anything, just www.joshuajhadley.com.
Yeah, there you go.
They didn't even go to the answering machine. Did they just figure they called the wrong number? What the hell is that?
I don't know. But yes, go buy Moose's stuff and help him get to Texas.
Alright, well, I think there's one more thing we should talk about
Yep.
before we go into TCM.
What do we got here?
We got several new world champions, baby.
Oh damn!
Very special edition of AEW Dynamite, and Gopher and I, we watched it live together for the first time.
Yeah, with our pal Ian as well. Because usually when I watch stuff with friends, it's in the Discord group, which you weren't in before.
Yeah.
But now, look at that. We
now
made a new one.
We made a new one because of the guy that was on Cracking the Cold One. The people know.
Yeah, Brandon.
Yeah, damn it, Brandon. We should announce this. So we're gonna have a new. Well, we did this already. We're gonna make it a tradition. Every Royal Rumble, we're gonna have Ian as a guest to review the show.
Yeah, there you go.
So
you can watch with Ian, you and me and Ian, and whoever else joins us for that to watch.
Yeah. So AEW Dynamite opening match was Claudio Castagnoli defending the Ring of Honor World Title against Chris Jericho.
Yeah.
I thought both guys did a good job. I didn't understand Jericho winning, but I think I was convinced it's a good idea looking at what possible storylines could happen.
Yeah. I think it's a good idea for the same reason I thought it was a good idea that he won the AEW title first, because like they're trying to get Ring of Honor a TV deal and all that, so it's you want to have somebody recognizable as the main guy, at least at the start.
Yeah. Sure, and TV station would want Jericho.
Yeah.
See, and I really liked I was really happy Claudio got him with the big swing. I was happy that happened.
Yeah, it was a good match.
See, I believe there was a Darby promo. Well, not promo, a video segment. On Hyping Rampage. I think after that was the tag team title match.
Yes, where it finally happened. Everybody loves the Acclaimed, in case you didn't know.
Max Caster finally got the rap.
Also that, yeah. He dropped some lines. What were the lines about? One was about Little Mermaid, about that whole situation that I mentioned earlier. Okay. There was one about Cuomo, because he was in New York.
Oh, and we can't forget, Swerve in Our Glory came out with Fabulous.
Yes, who I recognized. Let the record state that I recognized Fabulous in 2022.
I don't think I ever heard of him before.
Well, I used to do some listening to him back in the mid 2000s or such.
Does he do their entrance music, or why was he there?
I don't think he does. I think he's just, I guess, a friend.
He must have just came out.
Swerve is a rapper himself.
I didn't even know that. You didn't tell me.
Yeah, he's. It's weird because like Brandon loves Swerve, and there's the bit that Brandon is Swerve because of like the way Swerve acts in his promos.
See, I didn't get the bit.
It's like his general demeanor and like his motions and all that, very reminiscent of Tuck when he's doing when he's performing. But ironically, Brandon actually thinks he's not a good rapper. He likes him every other way, but not as a musician.
See, I thought you were saying Rick Knox was Brandon.
Rick Knox is also Brandon, but that's for a different reason.
There's some strange botches, and I think the production didn't catch. One time we were like really wondering what,
Max was selling a leg injury.
Came off the top rope. Yeah.
And
I think
we thought
the camera missed Swerve pushing him off the top rope or something.
Yeah, because he was like selling an injury to his leg, but there was nothing that seemed to happen that would indicate his leg was injured. But that is presumably because the camera missed whatever was supposed to explain the leg injury.
Damn it, Janet. Well, but we got the right result. The Acclaim are finally the new World Tag Team Champions.
Yes, and everybody loves them. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. See. I think next was the Wheeler promo, right?
Yeah, Wheeler Yuta came out, got interrupted.
Well, typical AEW. No one can do a promo without getting interrupted. So, MJF came out.
Yes, oh, God,
that was
MJF.
fantastic.
Yes, he's so good. He's so good.
Fantastic. And then we got the All Atlantic Championship match, which I hated. I think. Did you love it? Did you like it?
I enjoyed it a lot. But I'm a big fan of Orange Cassidy and his whole shtick, and obviously I love Pac. You are not a fan of Orange Cassidy and his whole shtick, and so yeah.
And I don't like Pac.
You don't like Pac? Really?
No, you heard me listen. Like I think I'd rather have Orange Cassidy be the champion than Pac.
Why don't you like Pac?
Cause he's like having to cheat to beat Orange Cassidy. Like what a loser.
But you don't like him because of the way he was booked?
Yeah. Yep.
But he's so good.
That doesn't matter to me. Like.
Okay, sir.
He's not even that good. Like.
Okay, listen here, sir. That guy.
You can tell me how great Jack Evans was, but let's not pretend he's like Nick Bockwinkel or Luthez. Come on.
Pac is great. I personally enjoyed the match a lot. Moose didn't. That's but Pac retained, which surprised me because like he's also the trios champion right now. So I thought like since he has 2 titles, he was gonna drop one of them. But
I don't think
really not.
I don't think Orange Cassidy is ever gonna be a singles champion in this company. He is like a comedy guy, and I think a lot of time like people with comedy gimmicks don't become champions. Like Hillbilly Jim, more recent example. Some like Colt Cabana was tag champion in Ring of Honor, but I don't think he was ever like TV champion or whatnot.
I could see Orange getting one of the singles titles. I can't see him getting the world title, but I could see him getting something. But I don't know. We'll see. But for now, Pac remains the champion, the double champion.
Sad. Anyway, I think next was the women's 4-way, which I'll say, I don't like 4-way matches, but this one I liked it more than normal because they didn't do all the typical. So I mean, it happened a little bit, but typically in these matches, I hate that when people just sell outside. And
it's just 2 people fighting, and then like everyone else is selling. Which at that point, it's like, why is it a 4-way?
Yeah, but they did more spots. I don't like 4-ways if there's no like they never give a reason for it, but this one was better than normal. I'd say. I still don't like it was a 4-way, but there was some interesting spots. I think all the wrestlers are good in this match. I like them all.
I wanted Serena Deeb to win, but I'm okay with her not because Tony's great.
Yeah, Tony's great.
But yeah,
I don't care what you say, TJ. Tony Storm is a great wrestler.
There was one spot where, who was it that landed on Britt Baker's face? Was it Tony?
I think it was Athena. Yeah, it was
Athena. Oh yeah, Athena. It was Athena. Yeah, she did a spot where she had one of them on her back, and then the other one, she was holding forward, and she like did a fallaway slam and a Samoan drop at the same time. But she landed like her lower back and upper ass area landed right on Britt's face and busted her nose open. Britt Baker gets busted open a lot accidentally.
In AEW. I thought she like bladed, but
Yeah, no, that was But at least it looks cool. She seems to be able to handle it well at least.
I hope she's all right.
Yeah, she seems to be all right. But it was a good match. And Serena Deeb looked great.
And post-match, Paige came out.
Oh yeah, right. Going by the name
how
Saraya.
can you forget about that, Snoop? How can you forget about that?
Goldfish. I'm a goldfish. Fucking yeah. Saraya, as her name, and TJ. I don't know how he's feeling about the fact that she's still one name. He's not a fan of wrestlers having just one name. She's.
I think it's fine if you do it sometimes, not where everyone has only one name like WWE.
Yeah. So Paige, formerly Paige, now Saraya, is now in AEW. And I'm assuming, and this is what I thought was the case for a while, that she sort of had a Daniel Bryan situation where like they weren't clearing her to wrestle, but really she could. They just refused to clear her. WWE, that is. So yeah, looks like she'll be wrestling again finally, and for the first time in I don't even fucking know how long, in AEW, which is good.
Wow.
AEW could use the boost to their women's star power.
Yeah, absolutely. And now that Kenny Omega's suspended, hopefully we get less people like Emi Sakura. I just watched Dark too, and I'm like, dude, like, yeah, we need less of that. um. Anyway, yeah, we get to see Paige wrestle again, and we got the main event. Of course, the Punk situation happened. The world title was vacated, and the finals was between Jon Moxley and Bryan Danielson.
Yeah, I was hoping Bryan would win personally, but I wouldn't have been upset with either of them winning. And Moxley ended up winning. He became the first ever 3-time AEW World Champion. I think he deserves that. Yeah, I think he deserves it. He's been with the company since it started, and he's been like one of their flagship guys. You know, if anyone deserves the 3-time dealio, it would be Moxley.
Really great match. I mean, Bryan Danielson.
Yeah, oh yeah, super good match.
He could have a great match with anyone. Moxley, I think he did a very good job as well. I mean, he's not my favorite wrestler, but I think he should have won the title for a different reason. I mean, he's has the momentum behind him. He could do good promos sometimes. When does he ever lose?
He lost to Punk.
Well, he lost to Punk, but
yeah, but he is very frequently winning.
Lost to Daniel Garcia. Well, I really enjoyed that show. There wasn't any afterbursts. I think it was I think AEW took a step in the right direction with this show.
Yeah, and are you fine with Rampage spoilers? Because it wouldn't be spoilers for people listening to this, but are you?
Yeah, it comes out Saturday. I'll say I don't like Adam Page winning the Battle Royale. I don't understand it. He's not. I mean, he sort of had a hand in the CM Punk situation. I don't know why he's being rewarded, but I think if anyone listening to the show knows, I don't like Adam Page. I hate the gimmick's awful, and I think the gimmick's awful because he can't really carry himself as a world champion. That's what I believe.
I disagree with all that. I'm fine with Page winning, but the thing I was gonna bring up, Jushin Liger showed up, and it seems like he may be having his retirement match in AEW.
Who's he gonna wrestle?
I don't remember who he interrupted. He came out to make a save, I think. Possibly with the Sting and Darby tag match.
Oh, I thought that was the Great Muta.
Oh shit! Yeah, sorry, Great Muta.
Yeah, I was wondering because I knew that happened. But
my bad. That's on me.
Along with the Great Muta.
Yeah, that's on me. That's me. I got my. Yeah, my bad. My bad on that one. Liger.
Guys, every Japanese wrestler is Jushin Thunder Liger now.
Yes, they all are.
I guess Jushin Thunder Liger.
Yes, correct. So Liger showed up. No, fuck, Muta showed up. There we go. I got it that time. I corrected myself that time. Yeah, it looks like he'll probably be having his retirement match in AEW, which is interesting.
I heard it's not his retirement match, but it's his last match is the Great Muta. He wrestles under his real name in Japan.
Ah, well, the Great Muta's retirement match, which either way,
the reason he came out and saved Sting is he had that rivalry over the NAA World Television Title and World Championship Wrestling, and they've had so many matches against each other for that belt, and they've also teamed up against each other after Muta turned. I don't know. I think Muta must have turned babyface, and they've wrestled on and off in WCW and New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Yeah. It's weird because I mixed him up with Liger, but then while I was saying it, I'm like, wait, didn't Liger already retire? So but I still continue to say it. I still continue not to correct myself. But yeah. So yeah, there we go. That's AEW.
Was there anything else on Rampage? That's all I could.
Yeah, it's not really anything else of note. Those are two like main things that happen there. Paige wins the battle royal or whatever it was, and Muta shows up.
Well, guys, it's been over an hour. I think it's time to finish up with the game, don't you think, Gopher?
I do think, actually, as a matter of fact.
So we play every week TCM's Ultimate Movie Trivia Challenge. I have 8 questions for Gopher from these different categories. These cards have different questions. And how about for every one he gets wrong?
Yeah, it's a different consequence each week.
Yeah, it's a different consequence each week. He pretends he doesn't know movies at all, and he gets a lot of these right.
The first few weeks, I was not getting a lot of them right.
Well, you had to do some research. That's all. How about for every one of these, he has to eat a carrot.
I don't have any carrots.
We'll get you carrots.
Alright, well, if you give me carrots, then alright, I will eat a carrot. I don't really dislike carrots or anything, so I'll take it.
Man, shoot.
Yeah.
Well, first category, leading men.
Alright, George Clooney. You thought I was going to say someone else, didn't you?
Easily, it says Harrison Ford. See, okay. Who beat out Orson Welles? Rod, how do you say his name? The guy who starred in Jaws. Rod Steiger?
Sir Michael Caine.
Not that Jaws. Come on. Alright, Lawrence Oliver, Ernest Borgnine?
Who?
Ernest Borgn Borgnine? Richard Conti? And Anthony Quinn, I remember he was in Requiem for a Heavyweight for the leading role of one of the biggest gangster hits of all time.
One of the biggest gangster hits of all time. So that could be like Scarface or Godfather.
It's one of those. There's your hint.
Yeah, so list the people that he beat off again.
He beat Orson
beat
Welles.
off.
Yeah. Well, he beat out Orson Welles, Rod Steiger, Lawrence Oliver, Ernest Borgnine, Richard Conti, and Anthony Quinn. Those people for the role in this gangster film. In one of the biggest gangster hits of all time.
One of the biggest gangster hits of all time. So I'm assuming either Godfather or Scarface. You say the leading? Oh, yeah, it's leading men, so it would be the leading role.
Yeah.
In either of those. So like, presumably it would either be Marlon Brando or yeah.
Which one are you gonna go with, though?
I'm gonna go with Marlon Brando.
You got it.
Hey, hell yeah.
See, this guy pretending he doesn't know films. What a load of bullshit, listeners.
Never saw it, but you know it's a very well known movie.
Next category, the great films.
Look at that. Maybe it'll be one about The Godfather.
Could be. See.
Side note, real quick. Fuck you, Marlon Brando, out here raping that lady with butter.
Damn it, Marlon.
Hmm.
Okay, I never seen this film, but, I've seen jokes about it, or seen references all the time. Mm-hmm. What beloved family musical inspired so many tourists to visit St. Paul's Cathedral in London that a law was passed to limit what they could do there?
What was that last part?
So many, because of this film, so many people were visiting St. Paul's Cathedral. A law had to be passed either by the city or whatever county London is in to pass limiting what visitors of the fans of this film, what they could do. They're limiting what they could do at the cathedral.
Huh. So it's a family musical film.
Yeah.
Huh. That inspired. and it's one that you haven't seen, but you have seen references to.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming it's a family musical film that part of it took place at St. Paul's Cathedral.
I mean, must have.
Yeah, that would be the implication here. All right, so a classic, I should say, family musical film.
Yeah. I'll give a hint. Umbrella.
Yeah. Ella, A.
No,
Oh, Mary Poppins.
You got it.
There you go. Yeah.
See, like
It's
I
Mary
said,
Poppins starring Rihanna.
Exactly. Next category: unforgettable lines.
Oh, okay. This. I think this is one I usually get. Of course, last week I missed out on the one that I always get, which was Cult Classics.
Let's see. All right. I've actually seen this film. In what film does Greta Garbo say her most famous line? "I want to be alone."
Repeat that. You cut out a bit on Discord for me.
Okay, so in what film does Greta Garbo say her most famous line? "I want to be alone."
Want to be alone?
Yeah.
I want to be alone.
Yeah.
I want to be alone. What's the lady's name again?
Greta Garbo.
Greta Garbo. What a garbage name, right?
Garbo. Yep, Garbo. That's pretty garble there.
Can I get a hint for this one?
So this film won 1932's Best Picture. Oscar for the Best Picture. Yeah.
I have no fucking. I don't know why it would be this quote instead of like one of the ones people know from that movie, but Wizard of Oz.
Grand Hotel. 1932.
Grand Hotel. Never heard of it. I heard of Grand Budapest Hotel. Not that one.
The line would be associated with the reclusive star for the rest of her life.
Yeah, I've not even heard of Greta Garbo.
They be memeing on her.
Well, there's one carrot that I don't have that I have to eat.
Next category is supporting players.
Ronald McDonald.
Let's see.
Sorry, the Hamburglar, because Ronald McDonald would be the star.
True.
Maybe it's Grimace.
Who was only able to play his breakthrough role in Bonnie and Clyde because he had been fired from The Graduate.
Fired from the what?
The Graduate?
The Graduate. So one of the stars of Bonnie and Clyde.
Yeah.
Assuming.
Yeah, one of the supporting players.
All right, because it's supported. All right, but it was a breakthrough role. So who the fuck was
this guy? Was a star. This is the only hint I could think to give. He was a star in a film a couple years later in the French Connection.
Okay. So supporting character or supporting player in Bonnie and Clyde, but it was his breakthrough role.
Yeah, that was his breakthrough role.
I'm trying to remember. There were a couple genes in that movie.
I'll say this. I haven't seen Bonnie and Clyde. I believe that this actor was someone played Clyde. This actor played Clyde's brother in the film, I believe.
Brother of Clyde. I know. The only ones I could think of from that film, that are like known people or known actors, at least ones that I've heard of. I remember Gene Hackman and Gene Wilder were in it. Bonnie and Clyde was from like the late 60s.
1967.
Willy Wonka came out after that, but Gene Wilder was also known for other stuff, so...
yeah.
I'll go with Hackman, Gene Hackman.
Got it?
Yeah! Hell yeah.
Well, you should have known because Gene Wilder wasn't in the French Connection.
You're right, Moose. How could I forget?
Damn it, Gopher. Alright, next category, directors.
Okay.
Alright, I'm looking at the questions here. We don't script this podcast, listeners.
Yes.
Alright, what director's unrealized project included film versions of Don Quincy quote? All right, how do I say this? Quixote.
Quixote?
Yeah, how do I say that name?
Quokes? I have no fucking clue.
Don
No clue.
quotes in The Merchant of Venice, both of which he started but never finished.
Okay, so say that again.
What director's unrealized projects included film versions of quotes in The Merchant of Venice, both of
Oh,
which he
Dawn.
never finished?
Um, Orson Welles?
You got it.
Yes. I've heard of the Dawn last name thing before. Don't
See,
remember
I
how the
didn't
fuck
heard
it
of
was
that.
pronounced.
Like I only knew about the Amazing Andersons.
Hmm.
Let's see. So next category, leading ladies.
Orson Welles.
Let's see. What body actress included the songs "They Call Me Sister Honky Tonk," "My Old Flame," and "I'm an Occasional Woman in a Oriental Mood for Love"?
In an Oriental mood for love?
Yeah.
That seems racist.
Maybe she's from the Orient.
What's the maybe. What's the question?
So what actress included the song or oh, I'm sorry. What actress introduced the songs? "They Call Me Sister Honky Tonk," my my old flame, and "I'm an occasional woman in a Oriental mood for love"?
I'm
No,
not
I'm
usually
sorry.
good
That's
at this category.
yeah. I mean,
Uh,
all these questions are.
yeah. Let me
Here's the
get
hint.
a
All these questions
hint.
are from ladies that acted back in the 30s and 20s.
uh, uh, ladies that acted in the okay. Uh, Lucille Ball.
Mae West sang them in "I'm No Angel," "Belle of the 90s," and "Klondike Annie."
Uh,
How
is
strange
she?
is that to think like they made a film in the 30s and when it meant the 90s they meant the 1890s.
Wow. Um. Yeah, didn't know that. So that's 2 carrots that I don't have that I need to eat.
2 carrots, ladies and gentlemen.
2. It's like 2 chains, but carrots.
Exactly. Next category, behind the scenes.
Not usually great at this one.
What influential movie theme consists of 2 notes played in a tuba's high register?
On a what now?
Tuba's high register? Higher register.
2 notes played on tuba's higher register.
Yeah, I could do I could try to do the song for you.
Yeah, that helped me out with Halloween that one
Dun-dun,
time. So let's see.
dun-dun, 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 dun-dun,
Oh,
dun-dun, dun-dun.
Jaws.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
Oh, but who composed it? You didn't actually get it, but
The
who's the
composed.
composer?
Fuck. John Williams.
You got it. All right, now you got
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Now I got it.
Now he's got it.
Yes. Okay. There we go. Hell yeah.
Oh man, that's only 2 wrong, and we're down to
Hmm.
the last one, and you're really
I'm
good on this category.
Yeah, I am now 2 for 2 on Moose singing instrumentals from movies and me being able to guess it.
Yeah, last one I did on Friday the 13th for him.
I'll probably do this one.
All right, final category, cult classics. I don't think I think you might have got this wrong once, maybe.
Yeah, last week I got it wrong. That was the first time.
Okay. All right. I'm looking at the questions. For what 1958 film did horror writer Charles Beaumont turn a 10-page satirical outline by Ben Hatchett into a parody of space exploration films?
Okay, so a 1958 film that was a parody of space exploration, essentially,
Yeah.
is what I'm gathering here.
Yep.
By Charles Beaumont. That the one.
Well, yeah.
He did Queen of Outer Space. I think.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
I
That's my
didn't even know
category,
that.
man.
But,
Yeah, that's my
see?
category right there. Except for last week.
So this guy's got to eat 2 carrots now. We gotta make sure.
Mm. 2
Well,
carrots. I don't have any carrots at the moment, but I will apparently have to have some carrots at some point and then eat 2 of them.
exactly. So, www.joshuajhadley.com. I'm gonna. I gotta update the website after this podcast recording. But if you
Yes.
want to purchase anything, I will mail things out, but I will make you pay for shipping. Anyone in Kotzebue, either come by or pick it, or I'll drop it off.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna haggle for anything under $100. Don't waste my time. But yeah, I'm doing myself. So there's a stream later on today. If you're listening to this when this comes out,
Yes.
Gopher and Duck are playing Halo.
Yeah.
Is there
Assuming
anything else,
nothing
Gopher?
happens. Assuming nothing fucking fucks that one up again. Other than that, no, we're good.
And this comes out every Saturday morning.
Yes, every Saturday, 8 o'clock Central Time.
And thanks for listening, everyone. You have a good rest of your day.
Goodbye.